time, and or maybe we get a rebound and we're so anxious to get in transition we throw the ball away. We can't have those. If it's a half court game, I really think our defense can get the job done in this series. But so we can't be turning it over. We can't give up a million offensive boards, but they're going to get some for sure.
I was going to kind of ask you about that. I'd say the times you were most upset tonight seemed to be on the.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Times you were most upset tonight seemed to be on a few of those kind of sillier turnovers. I mean, is that kind of what you are hammering in this series?
Yeah.
That if it's a clean game, you guys have the advantage.
Yeah, it's they're the best team in the league in the possession game. They got 11 more shots than we did tonight as a result of all those offensive boards. Now we're going to turn them over too, and our defense is excellent. I mean, we just held a hell of a team to 85 points on their home floor. So our defense is big time, and we're going to count on that. But we've got to recognize that we don't need to take chances in this series. We need to be clean with our execution and transition. We don't need to dribble through traffic. We don't need to throw lob passes, to try to get a dunk. We've got to be rock solid. And if we're smart and tough, then I think we're going to be in good shape.
What do you think about the way that Steph handled Houston's defense? Missed his first three shots. What got him going? You think
he was incredible, and with that type of pressure on him from Thompson and others, he just made some amazing plays, and obviously carried us offensively along with Jimmy.
Brandon, Jimmy, and Draymond grabbed offensive rebounds in the last 3 minutes. What changed, or was there something they did differently in those last 3 minutes, or was it just effort?
No, just effort. BP had one where he snuck in and put it back on the glass, and then Draymond ended up with it and laying it in. That was a huge play. We've been a really good offensive rebounding team all year, so we'll get more. We only had 6. I think that's low for us. I think we'll get more next game. Scott?
Sorry. 85 points to the number 2 seed you guys gave up. If you had to explain that to a complete idiot, how would you break that down, essentially, that what you guys did?
Are you talking about yourself? Or?
Yes, I am.
Well, it's they're not a typical modern NBA team, and I think in terms of spreading you out, playing fast, shooting a million threes, they're kind of old school. In many ways, they're in the image of their coach. Ime was a grinder as a player. He was tough and physical, and that's what Houston is. And in this series, you can see they know where their advantage lies, and it's playing Adams a lot, sometimes playing him with Şengün, having everybody crash. So it felt like 1997 out there to me. Completely different NBA game than what we're used to, and we've got to be ready for that. This is what this series is going to be.
Steve, excuse me. I know you felt like you've been playing playoff games for a while, but technically this was Jimmy's first playoff game with the Warriors. Beyond his points, how much did his presence matter? I mean, 23-point lead gets down to 3 or 4, right. But it seemed like he, as you've described for the last 2 months, calmed everybody down.
He has that impact every game. He calms things down. He's very confident. He's very poised. He always believes we're going to win. Jimmy is he's one of the best players in the league, and that's what the best players in the league do. It's not just about scoring or stats. It's about settling the game down, having the presence and the nature to compete and win games like this.
They seem to be trying to attack Steph a little bit with Jalen Green, some one-on-one matchups. Do you think Steph noticed that, and does Steph enjoy it all when he's tested defensively in that way?
One-on-one, Steph, one-on-one.
Steph a little bit with Jalen Green, it seemed like. How do you think he handles
Steph's
that?
been dealing with this for his entire career. People try to pick on him. He's a really good defender. But one of the reasons everyone tries to pick on him is to try to wear him down because he's so good, obviously, offensively. But he's not a weak defender at all. So we don't mind when people go at him. He stays in front. He does a great job, and I thought his defense was excellent tonight.
Steve, I know you touched on the defense, but do you feel with all the talk entering this series about Houston's defense and what they were going to do to you guys that your defense felt like it had something to prove?
I mean, you know, since we got Jimmy, we're I don't know where we ranked, but top 5 for sure, maybe even higher. We feel very confident about our defense. We got a lot of smart players. Draymond anchors it, so we feel really good about our ability to get stops against anybody.
Hi, Coach. Congrats for your victory number 100 in the playoffs. Just if in the very beginning you could imagine to reach those numbers, and also I know that you've been focusing this game, but today was the last game of the first 2 days of the playoffs. Just if you could watch something, if you found something that surprised to you in the other games.
Everybody's good these days. The league is so deep. There's great teams across the board. I think a lot of it has to do with style of play, the skill of the players. Every team has, 10 guys who can make threes. Coaching is great. I just feel like the league is deeper than it's maybe ever been for me. You watch any one of these games today, yesterday, pretty impressive what you're watching. But yeah, I mean, we're just happy to be here and have an opportunity to play meaningful basketball, as Steph talks about, and nothing better than the playoffs. One game, we got lots of good stuff ahead, hopefully, but we know that this is going to be a very tough series. I'm sorry? Yeah, I mean, that's I'm lucky to coach the guys that I do. I mean, players win games. It's our job to try to help them along a little bit here and there. And I've coached Steph Curry and Draymond Green for 11 years. So, of course, we've got a lot of playoff wins. Thank you.